Hi, hello everyone. I hope you all are good, and also the previous videos consistently we can just bringing up to the some each and everything what little points are to upgrading with each and every skills, and before cut to the heads given to the presentations before and after as well. So today we're going to be learn something. It's concave layers, which is something in this haircut. In the concave layer, there additional things are going to be changed. Something like it will be over direction will be there in these haircuts. Why? Because my client have its a big forehead, it will be temple area so weak, and it will be something, it will be less hair in there at my forehead, so that means symbolically in hand fingers also I'm going to be shown up to that. So that's a regards we can just going to be learn about something with a trick up to something signature haircut is own trick one. So which is called is something is creating, which is according to the hair texture and density and length basis. You can just change their requirements and needs as well. So that cases that just this haircut is something, it will be going to be changed with a creative haircut and advanced layer even though. Let's take with a crown triangle shape, which is separating with a forehead to cover it both the sides. It's small section, and rest of the hair. And one more section, it will be going to take something is like big horseshoe section, like round section. It will be like half of start of the eyebrow towards to the both the sides, and this taking with a proper even section. It will be this is huge big section will be there for. You can just see clearly in that portions. Why? Because this temple and area it is so weak in that haircut. That's a regards. You can just pick it up to the that sections. In the top section, it will be going to be add something is bouncier layer compared to the bottoms, and this haircut is we are going to be save the length as well. And this is similarly visible, like it will be concave and little bit up to the over direction layers even, like it's prettiest advanced haircut, which is who having with the temple and areas are weak, and there's such a big forehead and they have, and the hairlines are so weak. For them you can just suggest this haircut for ultimately. Till the end you can just will get the bonus tips on these videos, and you will be get a lot more to learning in this tutorial basis up to the haircuts. And hope you all are understanding my videos and each and every time the representations with different concepts and just bringing up. They can just see with a comb of help up to I'm just explaining with a diagram and diagonal with a sectioning and elevating as well. So now we're going to take with a back portion, so one length haircut before start to the haircut overall. And rest of the hair it will be going to create something layers on top of that. So this haircut it will be something significant haircuts it will going to be taking for according to that hair texture, and it will be and according to the forehead, and it will be temple and areas are weak. So such kind up to the clients it will be rare cases used to get it. For them this is one of the cared haircut which can just apart from layers they want to be covered their all the areas. So that's a regards we keep our mind and just accordingly we're working. You can just see the big horseshoe section and just taking with a exactly with the center of the crown portion and just picking up to the exactly to the elevation, and help up to the hand fingers and just explaining to my students even. So in the first profile section I picked from center profile section, and exactly below to the crown, and rest of the hair it will be going to be add, and bottom length it will be just going to say we are not cutting it the length. Rest of the hair creating a layer like 120 degree we're just picking and elevating. You can just see the completely how I'm dropping with the bottom nape area hair, and rest of the hair adding the layer, and rest of the hair I drop it down. So one more section we just took and just stationary guideline and picked, and just as it is I'm following the vertical section step by step, thin hair sections, and rest of the hair creating the layers of. So this haircut is something it is going to be learn different patterns in the styling parts, also in the styling tools, and how it is going to fall in down after a haircuts, and the shape it will be going to change. The ambience is so big, and my client face shape was something with rectangle, so according to that I'm just giving to the signature haircuts, because they are according to the professionals, so suits well when they keep it open hair. And There's so many points will be there when we start the haircuts. So what kind of hair and what kind of texture, what kind of hair will be suits. After the haircut, I'm just cross checking before start to another side. It's completely even. Now I come to another side and just following the same stationary guideline and just rest of the hair adding to the layers. So if you have any doubts and just if you have questions, please comments below. Definitely I'll update for you that. And just I'm really happy to get your such a questions and comments to be requirements. And I hope you all are understanding each and every one to these videos. To the upcoming videos, it will be a little more advanced will become. And after this, one more video it will be coming, like it will be much masterpiece after the haircut. And now this is and just cross checking another side also. And one more haircut is coming, as I told you, with a convex concave layer. Is a masterpiece after the haircut, which is called something different. Now I come to the side portions and just checking before cut to the layers and just taking to the one length basics to cross checking. And the side portion I'm just taking to the O direction even. Not like picking with same places and just elevating. These portions I'm just taking to the O direction. Why? Because the temple line area I don't want to be given any layers. Instead of that, I just front I'll just show you how to going to be add the layers. Please stay tuned for till the end. You can just see all the details. For if you can skip the video, you can just between, if you don't understand, you can just forwarding the video, then unable to understand properly to the haircut and understanding it will be different. And when you start to doing these haircuts on the customers or clients, you'll be get somewhere else to be mess up and stuck it. So ensure you can just watch till the end. You can just understand complete to the video. I'm just after O direction to the haircut, I'm just cross checking completely. So my cut is completely even. Now come to another side. You can just this side you can just see very clearly how I'm going to take with the O direction even. So even my students also asking to the same point of how it will be fixed to the forward and back and how it will be going to be work on it. So that's things I'm explaining for them too. So the pretty much interesting parts will be used to learn each and every day with the new things and updates and upgrades in the each and every haircuts and elevations and graduations. And also it will be we'll learn about what kind of texture, what kind of haircut we provide. So you can see now I'm just going to pick with O direction haircuts on this, and that side might be being seen and this side will be seen clearly. I'm just picking over O direction, rest of the hair just adding the layers. Same thing in the last section, just picked up to that and just drag back and just adding the layers. Now we just release to the crown portions, to the big horseshoe section. And this portion we can just pick from the guideline from the exactly center of the crown where we done with the previous layers from there. And in this also it will become like O directions, completely center portion it will be pulling and just adding the layers. And you can see with each and every step section step by step. Pretty much interested part, you can just see the previous like the bottom guideline I picked from the nape area. Rest of they are just connecting and just adding the layer. So one more section we just picked and just creating to the layers. So pick from center profile section and just rest of the hair creating the layers with elevating with overall to the round shape. And the rest of the side portion also I'm just taking to the center of the profile and just adding to the layers. You can just see the step by step each and everything it will be picked up from the exactly center portion. Just slightly I'm just giving to the O direction on the sides. Why? Because rest of the hair I'm just picking to the forward and just creating to the layers, which is called like front forward layers also will be there including this haircut. You can just see the slightly visible like diagonal for like sliding up to the short to long, it will be visible on the section. Another side also you can just following the same technique and just creating to the layers exact to the center profile, and just rest of the hair and just taking to the center profile and just creating the layers. So that's the things we can just going to be take with each and every video, so there's something different on it. And this will also be just cross checking, you can just see with short to long even clearly well. So that's the things we can just always will carry forward some. And now just each and every hair will just take to the center profile and just picking from something like differently and just adding the layer. And just be adding the slicing forward with the diagonal backward section, with slightly we just picking all the sides and just framing on the front part. Why? Because to be cover up to the temple and area, it's a little bit of weak. I want to just give it to the sleeves on the front portions. And the top, the corner one also over direction one, and the layers also it will be including this. It will be between the something it's hide and seek layers. You can just would like to be seen in this video. And also it will become like more voluminous layers. You can just all the sides overall to the carry forward. It's covering to the entire haircut. So that's the things we can just creating always to the different techniques on each and every videos according to the hair texture, and it will be client requirement. And we just always will follow the different techniques with signature things we can just give into the haircut which is never seen before. So another side we just came and just following the same technique. Now you can just see clearly the vision on the diagonal backward. I'm just taking to the sections and just taking to the forward, just temple and area and just pointing down, and just rest of the hair and just picking to the forward, just giving to the sliding layers. You can just see the rest of the hair, it will be falling down. So one more section I just came to the forward and just showing with the exactly with again with a different way how to sleeks from the front way standing up it. You can just take from the finger inside, they can just pull it down, it will become to exactly with the slide it down. To make sure flexible to wherever you can just stand to the haircut for all the sides, you have to be sure the direction very clearly, but ensure your gripping practice will be very clear and it will be vertically and professionally, it will look so clean and neat look also. So this is my best preparations to be given to the priority for giving to learning skills first. Skills for strong and cuts will be ensure it will become so ultimate. That is my strongest belief to each and every haircut. And this rest of the hair and this all the sides and this cross checking bit adding to the point, and now come to the crown which is called like the fringes part, and just sliding down and just giving to slightly with a front forward and just checking with exactly how much length if you wanted, and top of that and just creating to the layers. So that's the things we can just slowly just small section we just picked up and just adding the fringe frames. So and rest of the head also it will be exactly picking by the center and just creating to the frames. Now on the side creating to the frames, and I will drop it back. I will just do the blow dry. Before that you can just see completely to the hair how it will be visible and all. Now we can just, before doing the styling, we can just applying the heat protection serum. Why? Because we need to show something, it will be bouncy flexible look on the hair. That's the regards I can just applying the serums. Now we're just shaking to the natural layers. So you're seeing with something it will be messy looks and all, you can just going to be finishing, it will become like so flexible on these layers. You can just pinpoint, you can just see very sharp ends on it after. Now it's just exactly every hair I'm just picking up and just giving to the brushy blow dry with opposite direction, and just come out well, explore to complete up to the layers to before release, and just giving to the messy presentation how it will be visible. This is the first bonus tips which I told you before in the starting of video, and just one more bonus tips I'm going to give. This please stay tuned and you'll be get one more bonus tip and then end of the video. and also its video is going to be pretty much interesting in each and every point. And this we are learning something different and new techniques each and every haircut. So this is my just messy presentation before styling to the hair. My client was very much happy with these haircuts, exactly what she expected, and she just get it, and she's happy to looking. She's very smiling on their face, and now I can see also that confident how it will become on their faces. And before now that we'll start to the blow dry again. Before start the blow dry, we can just separate into the section, the crown section separate, and the side section also will be going to be take separated. And now we'll start the blow dry. And almost it will be finishing touch, and I just giving overall the out blow dry. It will the front forward something, it will give it to the inwards, and its front sleeks we just give into the something like inversion I need to be given to the blow, and the back portions I'm just giving to the outer blow dry. Why? Because the back portions we can just elevate it to the levers, so according to that blow dry will be changes for to the styling things. So ensure what you done the haircuts according to the provide to the styling as well. It will presentation is look so neat and clean as so. For the crown portion, it is going to finish my blow dry. The crown portion is very significant part which is can entirely haircut to carry forward so volumetric and so look so bouncier and neat and shiny looks. So as much shine it will become until you can just nicely give a blower, and don't give too much of hot, it will be going to be damaged on the hair. So all the sides you can just cover it up according to this, blend it with slightly up to the medium blow dry, and just adding to the front forward something is more giving volume to visible. My client will be something more bouncy look. Why? Because the front part it will be slightly weakened. So now you can just see the second bonus tips you getting it, see a lot of ultimate layer sharp ends you can just, and looking so glossy finishing, and this top of that between the highlight parts also looking so shiny. So this is the end finishing completely to before giving to the texture. You can just see how it will looking so bouncy. My client face it will be full up to the hair, and the rectangle face it will be completely covered with signature cuts. This is a bonus tips I'm just used to giving to you guys, and thank you for staying for a long time to be finishing this video, and I hope you all are enjoyed this video. This is my client was very much happy with this after finishing, and now we're just going to be give it a before releasing to the overall the hair, just giving to see how its visible looks and in looks, everything is combination, and root to bottom it looking so glossy finishing. So now we take to the texturize techniques. All the side center profile we just picked up and just adding to the texture slightly. I just take to the forward. Why? Because I added sleeks in the front part, so regards that I can just uneven hair also connecting with all the sides. And the previous haircut, the haircut is completely taken something over direction, so that part also we're just going to merge in this. The rest of the hair it will be taken to the as is layer texturizing technique. So almost my cut is going to be finished. That is point out very much required for we completely carry forward to the haircuts. So now my cut is visible very clean and neat and sharp ends completely, and my client was also very much happy. Now I can just see completely end finishing. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.